Serena Winters, Valley Sports. Coach, second night of an overtime back-to-back. How did you notice your guys push through the fatigue that they were feeling, knowing how important it was for you guys to get this win?
I think it was, what we talked about pregame, about a mental toughness and a desire to go get the job done because they knew how important it was to us. And you think about Darius, played 45-plus minutes last night, come back tonight, play the entire second half. That's unbelievable. But that's his will and his desire and his leadership. You think about the plays that Evan made late after playing a ton of minutes, having the focus and the wherewithal, the drive, the pass to Isaac, and then the steal. Those guys, and as a group, they showed that grit and that toughness that we talk about.
Another third quarter where you've got Kevin Love who's going off, knocking down threes. Does that ever, that's not a good question to ask if it ever gets old, but it just seems it happens in similar moments, and it's almost like you can feel when it's going down, when the crowd is up. Do you feel that when you're out there coaching?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You feel, and especially here at home, we have unbelievable fans, and this building has been awesome. And our guys, are engaged with our fans, and they feel that momentum. And you can feel the fans, engaged with our guys. And when Kevin gets it going, or whoever it may be, Jetty hits a big one, you feel that wave coming through the building, and it's difficult for opponents to overcome.
Okay, how big was it for Jetty after, a couple of DMPs to come out and play like he did? How much did he impact what you guys did?
He was a huge part of the win. We don't win this game without Jetty, and we know what Jetty's capable of. And what he did tonight is exactly that.
Yes. Kelsey's the athletic. JD building off that, Kevin's threes. How was that just a momentum shift? Because after a rough second quarter and coming out in the third quarter, I guess how did that just shifted?
It gave us a lift. It lifted our spirit. It boosted our momentum. And, that's the fun part about this team is how they rally around one another. And when, whoever it is, tonight it was Kevin, but, when he gets it going, everybody feels a part of it. And it's not like, there's no part of it that's like, what about me? When's it my turn? We're celebrating each other in the moment. And that's the fun part to be around this group.
Building off of that, then going into the fourth quarter, especially on the defensive side, what did your guys show you that just stood out to you of building, a building block and growth really about the mental toughness?
That's, it's closing time. And, as good as offenses are in this league, we all know, especially when it's time to win, the game's on the line, you got to defend and you got to get stops. And, our guys took that to heart. And they did whatever they had to do to help one another, to take one-on-one challenges, to finish possessions, to help us get the win tonight.
Thank
you. Joji? Joji Keswick, Darius is probably your regular leader, and Kevin's your veteran leader. Is Jetty your emotional leader when you guys need a lift when you have dead legs? He's great for that situation.
Yeah, he is. He has a very engaging personality and spirit that no matter what's going on, Jetty's the type of person you just want to be around and you want to root for. And so, when he's in those moments, like he was tonight, as he's been most of the season, he uplifts our guys and he helps carry them through tough times.
And you talked all year about Evan Mobley, that all he wants to do is make winning plays. Not a great game tonight, but he was able to just kind of fight through it. 6 assists. What more can you say about him pushing through the rookie wall and just?
Yeah, but the thing where we talk about Evan is, he figures out the game, and what's needed in the moment. So in tonight, in key moments, he showcased all his skills, right? He got the post up, he scored. He got the post up, he passed it to Isaac. He got the face up on a mismatch, drove, got the finish. Next possession, he comes down and gets a steal. What rookie does that, in that moment in a tight game? And it basically sealed the game.
Matt Robinson, 93 The Fan. JB, since the All-Star break, Darius has averaged 26 points, 10 assists per game. And tonight, similar performance, 24 points and 10 assists. For you, what do you think the biggest difference has been from Darius from the first half of the season to now post All-Star break, taking his game to another level?
It's what you see in this league when guys start to believe in themselves at a higher level, right? Like, and it's interesting how it starts a lot of time with USA basketball, right? And guys are there and they're playing with the best of the best, and they see that they belong with the best of the best. And then, the season happens and he's an all-star, right? Now he sees himself with that group and his peers recognize him as that in that elite group. And it's the confidence and belief in self, that obviously he's got the skill and the talent, but like that belief in self is huge for guys.
Thank you.
Marla.
Hello, right now, our Akron Beacon Journal. Yeah, JB, did you have to talk to Jody just about how you were going to need him tonight, just considering it was a back-to-back? Or, I was just wondering how he was handling the, reduced playing time and all that.
Yeah, we spoke this morning, and, I let him know how important he is to us and what we needed from him, and what he's been all year. He's been a huge part of all of our successes, and we needed him tonight.
And who was the junkyard dog?
Darius Garland got it tonight. Go back-to-back 45-minute games, 40 tonight, so he earned it.
And just when you see Kevin get hot like that, it almost seems like I've asked you this before, but you almost turn back the clock minus his gray hair?
It's been pretty consistent for him. He's had these moments time and time again, and like when he's letting it fly, he's a tough matchup, and teams have to make very difficult decisions. And we want him to play with that freedom and that green light and shoot it with confidence.
Thank you.
Evan.
Evan Denver on Facebook News. JD, yesterday was a tough game for you guys in the overtime win, and Detroit's a team that has played you guys tough all year long, and you were down 5 at half. What was your message to your guys just to kind of push through and really seal this win?
It was calm, and we told them we were going to be fine. We just had to do the right things. We had built a lead in the first half, but we got away from what we wanted to do. The ball stopped moving. We started playing more isolations, and we knew we could get stops defensively because we trust in our defense. But our offense was going to have to be better, and we were going to have more movement and share the ball a little bit more.
And I know you're a coach that is very much in the moment, but this was your guys' 41st win tonight. How does it feel just to kind of be inching closer and closer towards having a winning record this season?
We got a lot of games left, a lot of more opportunities, and again, this entire year, we've stated from the beginning, is all about learning and growth and being put in situations that we hadn't been put in before with this group. And, 41 wins is just another part of that, learning and growth, and how do we continue to get better? And, all these meaningful games down the stretch, how do we prepare ourselves for that? So that's our focus. And we'll wait till the season's over to sit back and look and reflect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, Robert Peppers, Cleveland.com. You mentioned the endurance in the pregame coming off the back-to-back with Denver. Just, what did you see out there as far as what they were able to do? It didn't seem they were fatigued at all. It really seemed like, they brought energy as if it was a game before the Denver game.
Yeah, it's that mental toughness that you talk about. They could have came in here to tonight's game with a bunch of excuses, tired, worn out, beat up, sore, whatever it may have been. But, this group doesn't find excuses. And together, and that's the thing about it, is you look at it, everybody contributed. And that's the way this game was going to have to be won, was collectively. And I thought we did a great job of that.
So, follow up if I can. The crowd really ignited in that third quarter. I know Lamar tweeted about how he wanted to see the crowd after the Denver game. Just for what they were able to do and just the crowd exploding like that. Just what was that feeling like for you guys to, be surrounded by that energy?
Our building is awesome. I think it's one of the best in the league when our fans are here, and they have a spirit and an energy, and they're involved in the game. It's not like a crowd that comes and sits on their hands. They're with us, and you can feel it when they're with us.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.